Welcome back to the tutorial, guys. Now we'll be discussing buttons. Now what exactly is a button? A button basically consists of a text or an icon, or it can be a text or an icon that communicates what action occurs when the user touches it. And the button has various properties which we'll be discussing once we'll dive deep into the code. So first I want to discuss with you what is an event. An event is basically happening of something. When something happens, suppose when you want to click or when you want to open a folder, you double click it, that's an event. And when you click something happens. When you click an link to go to a particular website, you click on it, that click is an event. So in Android we can handle events with various views. We'll handle event in this tutorial by using buttons and image buttons. Now to get buttons and image buttons, first, as you know, for view we need to go into the XML file, and we are using activity_main.xml in this main activity. So we'll go into the activity_main XML to pull out buttons. And now to pull image button, you just have to go inside images and media, and you have to just drag and drop it here. And now image button will ask you for an image. As you know by its name, it's image button, so it will take one image. You can give any image you like, and now by default Android provides a IC_launcher image when you create an Android application. If you want to create any custom image or you want to use any other image for your button, you'll have to just drop that image in one of these folders. You can just drag and drop it in these folders, or you'll have to just copy and paste that image in this folder. Now by default I'm just using this image, and when we'll be developing or when we'll start developing the applications, we'll use our custom images for image buttons. Right now just select this image. You can just hit OK, or you can just double click it to select the image. Now you can see here image button has been created for us. This is the code for this. And similarly, to get the button, you'll have to go inside form widgets. If it is not showing up here, just scroll up until it comes. You can see it here, button. I'm just dragging and dropping it here, button. You can see the button up here. So now we are having these buttons. I'm just removing this text view here, just dragging a bit. So now it's looking good. Now attributes of buttons. First of all, it has an ID. ID is mandatory if you want to access any view. You access it by its ID. And now then layout width. I told you layout width, you can give any value, or you can set it to wrap content or match parent. And then Android layout_above. This is relative layout, so that's why it takes a relative position respective to all the other views. And then this is Android_text. Similarly, as we used Android:text in text view, similarly we can use it here. I can change the value of this. I'm changing it to, and we'll see the respective changes here. You can see I am a button. Now some other properties are text color. We can use text color for this. Android : just type text color, you'll see it here. Again, I'm using just red color for this. For red color, the hash code value is FF0000. Just give it a value, and these changes should be done here. You can see now the text is in red. I am a button. If you want to see the code of a particular view, just double click that and it will show you the code, the complete code for that view. And now next is background. Now if you want to change the background of this button, now we just changed the color of this. Now if we want to change the background, similarly you will have to use background attribute. Android background. Again, you can set any hash code color you want. I'm setting it to blue. For blue, the hash code is 0000FF. You can see here it's not looking good. Okay, I'm just removing the text color here. You can just remove the background for the time being. So you just got the idea how to set the color. You can set any color you like. And similarly, if you want to change the color of your complete screen, Then you'll have to go inside root element, and inside root element you'll use the same attribute, background. Give it any color you like. I'm giving it a color green. You can see the color is changed. So this is how you can play with colors in Android. And next is background. We discussed editable, same like we used earlier in text views and password also, text all caps also. If you want it to take the text in all caps, you can use text all caps, and it has two values as it is a boolean. So you can just hit true, a change should appear. You can see I am a button. And then we discuss layout underscore width and layout underscore height. Now alignment, how to set alignment of this button. If you want it to be right aligned, you'll have to use the following attribute: Android layout underscore align, hit control space again, parent underscore right. This also has two values as it is also boolean. Now I'm setting it to true. If I'll set it to true, it will be right aligned. You can see here it is right aligned now. Now if I set it to left, sorry, it can take only two values. Here we'll have to change this attribute. Instead of align parent right, we'll have to use align parent left, and you can see it popped up here on this side. Now you can see it is giving one message here that I am a button should use string at the resource. By default you should not give these values directly, or you should not hardcode these values. You should use string.xml file to give all the values. For this you'll have to first open strings.xml. You can open this inside resource folder. You can give to values folder, and inside values folder just double click on strings.xml. And I've already defined the key button underscore key. If you want to create a new key, you can just type string name equals button underscore new underscore key. You can give any name, but keys should be unique. This is one way of creating it, and there's one more way of creating it. Just go to resource, click on add, then here select string. Here you can give the name. I'm giving it another key, and you can give value. Just click save, and you can see our key appeared up here. If you want to see the code of it, just go to strings.xml. You can see our key has been created. So you can do it either by coding here, or if you want to create a new key using a UI, you can do it here by clicking on add. And now how to use this key. Come to main.xml or activity underscore main.xml again. Instead of using value directly, first type at, then name of our file is strings. Just type st, it will show you the name. You will have to use string / name of the key. If you'll hit control space, it will show various keys. Just start typing your key name. Just type P. It showed all the keys which are starting with key. We can use any key. I'm just using button underscore key, and you can see that has gone now, and our message is there. Now we'll see this how it appears in our emulator. Come to main activity.java again and hit run. Opening the emulator again. It should close. It has closed now. So this is how they look. This is simple button, and this is your image button as shown by the emulator. This will show same in your phone. Now come back to your activity underscore main.xml. We discussed all the attributes. Now we'll be moving bit towards coding. Now we'll code things in main activity.java, and we'll just set some events. We'll see what happens when we click on a button or an image button. We'll change the value of text view when we'll click a button. So this will all be a coding, how to deal with the code. Now we saw how to create the UI using text view and image buttons and edit text. Now we'll deal with these using main activity.java or Android code.